Na 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 na. That's how the song goes, right? Yeah.
I don't remember because I was fell asleep soon after watching it, and I never watched Fat Albert growing up. I've only saw the Keenan Thompson movie once.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Hello everybody. All our loyal listeners. We're back at it again. We're back. We're back. We're back.
Except for Ivan and Lem, they're not
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, no, maybe they'll jump in randomly, but they are late, and so we're going to be mean and just record without them. Uh,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure one of them chose this episode too.
they're lost.
Uh, sucks to be square. But yeah, we're back with a new hyperfixation for you to obsess about for a while. Maybe we'll talk about it a little bit. Maybe we won't. But it's Fat Albert Gang Wars.
Um, as I said earlier, also I'm new
This is our
here.
this is our beautiful new editor.
Yeah, I stay up real late, high on meth, and I edit these fucking videos for very low fee because I'm a whore. A meth whore to be specific, a meth whore.
Mm-hmm. He's a good worker.
But this was the first Fat Albert episode I ever watched. I of course knew him through like pop culture, very famous guy. For like my first Fat Albert episode, maybe I need to watch more Fat Albert to get caught up on the lore here. But
There's
I
no
really,
lore.
it's
There's
just
no
he's
like continuing storyline. Like they never bring up like the characters in this episode ever again, even though like all this crazy shit happens. They never go to this park that they're working to like clean up and create so that like the kids aren't like forming gangs out of boredom. Because that's why kids form gangs, just because they're bored. That's the only reason, and also because like they're just like their souls are misled. They're individually their souls are corrupted in some way, and they need to either be led on the right direction or just put in prison.
maybe if the youth of today was too busy watching Fat Albert, we wouldn't have gangs. You ever think about that, society? Here at the ZT, we like putting a mirror up to society and be like, "Hey, society, look at yourself every once in a while."
Yeah. And who else better to put up that kind of mirror than Bill Cosby? Uh, yeah. It would be cheap for us to just keep on like harkening back to that aspect of him, especially since this is like years before like it was like widely known by the public and everything. Um, but I think a part of the reason why like guys like him like feel the need to make shows like this, like we're really helping the kids, is a sort of projection and misleading kind of thing, just because like they know like they're doing like morally dubious activities. Even though, as far as I know, like Bill Cosby, like didn't think what he was doing was wrong because it's like, oh, what the girl like doesn't know won't hurt her. Like she's asleep. Like if I was actually bad, I'd be doing this stuff to her while she's awake. Like, but no, I put her to sleep. I relax her. Like
The least you can do.
yeah. I wonder if they had a bad touch episode about Fat Albert. They probably did. Oh wait, no, I think they had. Oh wait, I know like they had like an episode where like the boys like do like some scared straight program and the prisoners are like leering at them and like one of them's like, yeah, I want the fat one right there. I like the fat ones.
I think there was like another prisoner who was like, "Oh man, I really want that mush mouth. I want to stick my thingy in his mouth and Bill Cosby like insisted on voicing him. He was like, "Guys, let me voice him."
Yeah. uh it would be funny if they like switched to him like when he's doing like his live action like talking thing and like
Yeah.
it just like randomly throw in him as like a live action one because this episode does something funny. Sorry, somebody sent me a message. But I lost my train of thought.
You're saying this
Oh,
episode did something funny?
some fucking furry messaged me, and now my train of thought is like gone. Uh, um, what was I thinking about? Oh, I was talking about Bill Cosby. In this, when he's doing his like live action cutaways.
Yeah.
They do like this weird thing in this episode in particular, and I've seen other episodes of Fat Albert, and they aren't really doing this with Bill Cosby that much. At least I didn't notice where he's like kind of directly like speaking to Fat Albert in a way, but like Fat Albert isn't really responding to him. When you know in uh when the tragedy strikes and he has to give like a little eulogy for his friend. His friend was originally supposed to be emceeing for the opening of the park because he's like an aspiring voice actor or something who does impressions. And he was supposed to go up there and do impressions of all his friends and family, and instead he threw himself in front of a bullet to save his brother. But he's giving a eulogy for him, and like there's this one part where like they cut back to Bill Cosby, and he's like, "Thank you, Fat Albert." And other parts where he's just kind of like talking to the characters in this way. I imagine like they can hear him, but like it doesn't sound like like when he's talking to you and me. Like they can't like really make out the words. It's like the vague whisperings of their god, you know, that's coming
Yeah.
to them. That's how
They're
Fat Albert's so wise.
their holy ghost dad.
You
Remember watching that movie as a kid. I hated Ghost Dad so much.
really watched Ghost Dad as a kid?
Yeah, my mom, when I was younger, would sometimes put a movie, fall asleep, and I would just cuddle with her watching a movie. And
Ah.
one time she played Ghost Dad, and it was like twice Ghost Dad played. And just like, I remember thinking, and I remember this was like a time whenever I thought if I hated the movie, there was obviously something wrong with me. But like, this is one of the few times where I was like, no, this movie is horrible. Like, this movie sucks ass. Like, that's how bad it is whenever like 7 or 8 year old me is like, wow, holy fucking shit, this is the worst Bill Cosby can do.
Have you ever seen Leonard Six?
Oh my god, I hated that movie. I couldn't finish it. My mom loved that movie and like put it on for sometimes.
Your mom's a Bill Cosby head.
I don't know if she's like a Bill Cosby fan. It's just like, she grew up in the 80s, so like she saw a lot of Bill Cosby shit.
Yeah, she probably watched a little bit of Fat Albert.
I don't know, actually.
Because Fat Albert ended in 1985.
She might have, because like again, I remember telling you before recording that the only Fat Albert thing I saw was the Keenan movie, and she bought that. So like maybe she is a bigger Bill Cosby fan than I thought of. Oh, one thing I do want to say, speaking of Bill Cosby, I make this very well known, but I'm from Pennsylvania. When I was in the 4th or 5th grade, oh yeah, no, it was the 4th grade. Our teacher read us a book. We were like doing a whole like class about like learning about Pennsylvania history, and the teacher brought in an ABC book about like all the great things of Pennsylvania. You'll never believe who was B.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit. This was like probably like 2014, so like a year before the whole Me Too shit happened. And if I'm not mistaken, like the whole like Bill Cosby being a rapist thing was like slightly known in like the early 2000s.
Yeah, I imagine it was probably like an open secret or something like that. I think that was
Yeah.
like something that like other like comedians would kind of like lightly allude to, like when they meet him, like they realize like,
Mhm.
oh, he's kind of into some fucked up shit, huh? Oh, what's this NDA? But they can
Oh
like slightly
man.
allude to it, you know.
He was in
Um,
Ghost Dad. How fucked up is he? Should we tell the audience what this episode's about, like what the plot is? Because I remember bits and pieces. Again, I took a nap after watching it.
yeah. Maybe we haven't been like fully clear, but they read the title and everything. It's the one about the gang wars. Yeah, like
They're fans of ZT. They're used to us getting off track very quickly, so they're
yeah.
just like, oh, it's time for them to be off track, and they mute the episode for like 20 minutes.
We've been on track. You're from Pennsylvania. You're all about like your train tracks. Um,
I'm from the
uh,
Electric City.
yeah, but just to make it clear, so it opens up like the main gang. They're not the gang that's the episode's about, but like the Cosby gang, the kids, the posse, the group, like
Mhm.
yeah, they're working together, just like cleaning together like some abandoned lots that one of the cops is like helping them try and clean up and turn into like a public park with the express purpose of like giving the kids something else to do besides join gangs. you know but
Or get like
th-
morbidly obese, like Albert.
yeah, it's his genetics. It's his genetics. Okay. um they have this like Hispanic friend who like joins them for a minute, and they're talking to him, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna open up the park. You want to help us clean up a little bit?" "Yeah, sure. Hey, when we open up the park, you want to be the MC for the grand opening? Like, you can come on and do your funny impressions. You're such a funny guy. Like, we can't wait for you to get famous. Do your impressions of us." And you can tell like they have like the voice actors for the characters like now like voicing the like kid when he's doing his impressions.
Mhm.
um but his older brother shows up, and his older brother formed a gang, and he's like talking to him, and he's saying like, "Come on, what's his name?" I forget
Fernando?
the. Yeah, I think so. And his brother's Tito, I think. Tito gang member, baby. Um, but he's like telling him, "Yeah, I want you to come to my meeting. Yeah, you boys should join my gang too. You got to join my gang because there's another gang forming too. We're gonna be the 33rd Street gang, and they're the West Street gang or something. I don't know. Um, uh, you're either with us or you're with them." And there's this great like cutaway to Bill Cosby, and he's talking about like, "Oh, you're either with them or you're with us. Not much of a choice in the matter, right?" And that's how fights start. That's how gang wars start. That's how world wars start. Biting political commentary. uh, I wonder if they banned this episode after 9/11, after the
You
invasion of
think
Iraq.
you think like Lyndon Johnson saw that and he's like, "Damn, maybe I should like stop the Vietnam War."
uh,
I mean, I've
kind of
made
like
all this money off of it. I might as well stop.
when I imagine like George Bush went through something similar when he listened to the Pink song "How Can You Sleep," and he's like, I can't sleep, Alicia, I can't."
Whenever he saw like Family Guy like making fun of like Bush, like that one cutaway where like George is like, "Leave me alone, I'm listening to Stupid Fudge." Do you think he was like, "How'd they know? How'd they know?"
And then he watches Little Bush, and he's like, "All right, this is funny. I must be doing something right if they made me this funny."
Look at that little scamper.
Look at little Dick over there. Oh, little Dick, he just had sex with my mom in this show. How they know?
Oh man, I really need to watch Little Bush then. Holy shit.
Yeah, they do weird stuff. It's kind of like an Alan Gregory kind of show, but anyway. Um,
Oh god, I hate this show.
yeah, so yeah, the episode progresses, the gang issues kind of escalate. Some of the other characters like have like these encounters with the rival gang. They try to steal some paint from them or something. Uh, uh, I think it's like Mushmouth that they tried to mug. Like the smallest one, right? He's Mushmouth.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think that's Mushmouth, yeah.
yeah. And he's like, "Come on, man! I'm just trying to clean the park. I ain't part of none of these gangs. Leave me alone."
It
And then
just
oh,
you
go ahead.
doing that voice reminds me of that one scene in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia where like Dee does like an Obama impression and she just goes, "What's up with like Congress being all up in my hazel?" And fuck, I think the mic cut out, but it was just like she did a stereotypical black voice. And it was just like you doing that motion mouth impression reminded me of that scene.
Yeah, when they reboot Fat Albert, they should get Kate Olsen to voice Mushmouth.
Oh my god, that'd be fucking great.
Yeah, we're casting white women to play little black boys again. Just like in the just like in the 2000s.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, anyway, yeah, this 22-minute episode. It's 22 minutes, right? Or is it 11?
I think 21. Let me double check real quick.
It's
Because I
longer
know
than
it's like
Equal Fights.
21:31.
Jeez.
Yeah, I remember looking at the long runtime when I was cooking, and I was like, God fucking damn it, I have to do this for 21 minutes. I thought it was gonna be
Yeah.
like 11.
Yeah, it's quite a mind-numbing, unremarkable like cartoon. Yeah. I blame Bill Cosby for making John Kay a monster. He's one of the reasons.
You think like John Kay is ever gonna meet Bill Cosby? He's gonna be like, Sir, you inspired me to rape.
And you also enraged me to make better cartoons than fucking Fat Albert.
But most importantly, inspired to rape. Thank you. Thank you, Bill
Without
Cosby.
without the drugs, they were fully conscious.
He's like, I took it to new experimental things. They were actually awake.
Yeah, I gotta put them through this extreme experience. Let's get ahead of
Jesus
ourselves.
Christ.
Let's not send these kids down a fucking John Kay rabbit hole. So let's keep that talk to a minimum. Let's keep them focused on the Fat Albert rabbit hole. But yeah,
More
not
like
a
a
lot of
Fat
like,
Albert crater. You know, like
yeah,
sinkhole.
yeah, sinkhole, yeah, sinkhole. Uh, his belly button's probably a sinkhole. But this is like it's just like it was 22 minutes, but it felt like it was 9 minutes, just like about like 9 minutes of like actual like anything like plot worthy like progressing, you know. It's not a lot of twists and turns happening. Like at one point, like they get into another confrontation. The brother like tries to get him to like join the gang again. This time he's like, okay, yes, I'll come to a meeting. You're my brother. I need to help you. There's a part where like Fat Albert goes to like meet the brother at like his gang headquarters, and he like threatens him a little bit. And they cut away to Bill Cosby, and he's like, "Those were very tough words from Fat Albert." But but you see now Tito, he's this is the only kind of thing that like a guy like him will respond to. Only violence. His first instinct is to fight, not to reason, to fight. So which I can understand like what he means by that, like, you know, like some people you really see it like nowadays that like so many people just like waste their time just like get into like these worthless debates with people who will not hear them out, you know, and just will not like engage with them like intellectually honest at all. And
Yeah.
you're just like yelling at a brick wall. Like you're wasting your time. You're not fighting the good fight really by doing this. Yeah, the only thing you're doing is just like reiterating your stances, really. It's the only productive thing that you're getting out of it, you know? Maybe somebody else like watching your flame war will learn some things, but other than that, it's just a waste of time. Eventually, it all escalates to the famous moment where Ginger Shaggy, who's like the leader of like the rival gang, he does look just like a Ginger Shaggy with like a.
He does.
It's like it has like a weird like I guess like modern greaser kind of haircut for like the 80s or late 70s, whenever this like came out. Like it's something like an emo haircut. Even though like this is like years before like emos were a thing, and kind of before goths were a thing too.
I think
Um,
like baby Gerard Way and like a stroller went by like Ginger Shaggy and it just like started stroking his chin and be like,
that's how he got the idea to dye his hair red for a while.
and take a bunch of Xanax.
I mean, Gerard Way is like the right age to have like watched like Fat Albert like a little bit. Um,
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah. Yeah. Because because you were talking about like your history with Fat Albert. I did like watch like some of the Fat Albert episodes because my parents got me like a little like DVD that had like 5 episodes on it. I don't
Yeah.
remember any of them because this is just like such an unremarkable cartoon. Um, I think it had the smoking episode on it, and I think I kind of remember that just watching these cartoon characters smoke. You know, uh, like that was just like kind of funny to me. Um, like the most like memorable thing about it was always just like the theme song because this is a really I really enjoy the theme song. I don't know about you.
I really don't remember the fucking theme song. Sorry.
It's very bouncy and percussive. You
Um,
know, it's supposed to be like their junkyard gang where like I mean their junkyard band where like they're just like they're a skiffle band pretty much. You know, they're just like playing with like instruments that like they found out of like random junk, you know.
yeah.
But yeah, yeah, their friend gets shot. Like he throws himself in front of his brother when like Ginger Shaggy is trying to shoot him, and he takes the bullet and dies. Fully dies. He doesn't get injured, he dies. Um
Mhm.
and like he the like cop that was like helping them like open up the like park is like trying to like de-escalate the situation or something. Something I really didn't like about like the cop was that like he's wearing clothes, like he's wearing like a red jacket, but like that's kind of like supposed to be a part of the gang colors of the Hispanic gang, and also like it's a Hispanic cop too, Sergeant Hernandez, I think his name is. And I was like, couldn't they give him like a green jacket, like because like the other gang wears blue jackets, you know, uh, like just to distinguish him like a little bit better, and so like I don't get tripped up and think like oh because like also like the adults and like the kids like kind of like especially like the older teenage kind of kids, you know, like they all like kind of look like the same as like adults, you know, only like the adults will maybe have like a mustache or something, you know,
Yeah.
and also the adults are much taller than, you know, any of the kid characters. Like Fat Albert always like kind of looks like an adult. Like you look at his design and you always like kind of trick your brain into thinking like he's like oh he's like 6 feet or something, right? But then you like actually watch the cartoon. Like I remember like when I was watching clips from the episode I think it's called The Mainstream, the one that's like about like them having like an autistic boy in their like school. And I remember like they're like talking to the teacher a lot about it, and you see like you know their teacher like standing next to them, and she looks like she's 7 feet tall next to them. Like she towers over them. Like, yeah, oh wow, these boys are short.
One thing I do want to say about Officer Hernandez, that was actually in my notes, funnily enough.
Hmm.
Um, that scene whenever he had like Fernando and Albert in his car, you probably thought like, you know, I could kill two birds, one stone right here and fill up my quota right now if I just take these boys downtown to the police station.
Yeah, I
Because I
mean
mean, like,
they're messing around with gangs, right? You know,
yeah,
and also like I know they're harmless and unarmed, so like it's the least hassle, you know. But
yeah.
no, this is a good cop, okay? Even though he you know probably like is gonna charge Tito as an adult just for like his gang affiliation, even though I think at that point like he hadn't really committed like a whole lot of like violence or anything like that. Instead of like sending him to some sort of like youth shelter. I don't know.
Listen,
It's
he's
all
a
like go ahead.
go ahead. Oh, thank you. He's a good cop. He doesn't beat up minorities. He only beats up his wife when he gets home. He's a good cop.
Yeah, and she deserves it. Um,
She overcooked fucking dinner.
yeah, what? She was just like sitting there, like deep in her thoughts, like reminiscing on like her past trauma. Like you, you don't have time for that anymore. Like your duty is to your husband right now.
Oh, and she denied sex night on sex night. That totally deserves a fucking knuckle sandwich.
And pudding pop, a special pudding pop, because it's still sex night.
Bill Cosby tells him, "I got a way to fix that."
Yeah, a little funky cold Medea. um, yeah, because I remember you pointed out like that they're kind of like victim blaming like Tito a little bit. Like he's still like a child too. Like the cycle of violence and everything like that. Like
If you really think about it, it's Tito who was gonna die because it was Fernando who got in the way. But like Tito
yeah,
was gonna be the one who died, so it's like you're really fucking victim blaming there.
yeah. Well, it's a tough on crime kind of policy. It's just like throw everybody in jail. Throw Fat Albert in jail too.
He ate all of my donuts.
We were also talking about like in the pre-show like this other weird like Fat Albert episode where they do like some weird like scared straight like kind of thing with the main like boys
Mhm.
and the inmates are like all like leering at them like they're all like like pedophiles
Yeah.
and one of them's like, yeah, the fat one, I want the fat one, I like the fat ones.
I remember whenever we were talking about like that in the pre-show, I
Mm.
mentioned how like it'd be funny if like Bill Cosby was there too making comments, and then like you said, it'd be funny if it was his live action counterpart too doing
Yeah,
it.
yeah, like they cut away to him, and he's supposed to be like one of the inmates, and he's like, "I want the fat one. I want the fat one." He's got like a orange jumpsuit on or something like that. They have him on like some blue screen, like prison cell or something like that. He's not in like his normal like kind of like junkyard like workshop like setting that they usually
He's
have him in.
pretending to like hold on to prison bars that like the animators have to like paint in for him. So like his hands are just like floating midair, kind of holding on invisible bars.
uh,
If you don't mind, I want to say a few things that I noticed in my notes.
mhm.
Um, one thing I do want to say about like like we made like tons of jokes so far about Bill Cosby. Because duh, you know, um, like low hanging fruit here, but it's
Yeah,
like
and we're cheap comedians.
yeah, we are we're lazy. um, and also it gets like more cheap laughs from you imbeciles who listen to this fucking podcast. But
Mhm.
I do want to say like with like them like rebooting cartoons, they can never because like this was always like a Bill Cosby cartoon, like Little Bill, where it's like about like Bill Cosby's like stories or whatever, and like it's a
Mhm.
Bill Cosby show. But like another thing, I do say it's good that it's not being made today because it would be fucking woke as shit. I mean, I think they'd make Fat Albert fat for fucking body positivity, and they just randomly make him black because they gotta change every main character's race now. So I'm kind of glad we don't have a Fat Albert reboot because I just don't want to all that progressiveness pushed on to my child as I drink beer and pass out and just let them watch Walmart DVDs. So yeah,
You still let your kids watch Walmart DVDs? Don't you just let your kids
uh,
watch AI Coco Melon, uh, X Ladybug, Miraculous Ladybug, weird slop?
because that's too bit. That's what I'm watching on the cracked iPad as I'm like falling asleep. You know,
You only get the
um,
iPad. You only have one iPad,
yeah.
and it's only for you.
It's an iPad I got for my kid for his birthday, and I'm like, Daddy needs the iPad, and I fucking just use it to watch like AI slop and have my kid watch Walmart DVDs. They're gonna watch Ghost Dad whether they like it or not.
That's an old. That would be an old like Walmart DVD. Freaking Ghost Dad. If I actually found like Ghost Dad like at a Walmart, I'd be like, wow, wow, this culture really is the culture really is shifting. they're selling they're selling they're selling Bill Cosby DVDs in the stores again. They like remastered it for 4K. It's a Criterion collection now.
Oh my god. So I was looking at Ghost Dad DVDs because I was gonna do the joke where it's like, oh, it's 100% bundled with other movies. I found the exact family bundle that I watched Ghost Dad on. It's a 10 movie collection, and these are the movies. Some of them are good. I will give them that. Cloak and Dagger, The Wizard, Cop and a Half, King Ralph, Matinee, Sergeant Belinko, Ghost Dad, Ed, A Simple Wish, and The Borrowers.
Oh, The Borrowers. I saw The Borrowers recently, but just like on their own, they don't. None of these like movies sound real.
Uh, I remember watching The Wizard. I'm one of those weirdos who like that movie.
Yeah.
Granted, I was 11, but I liked The Wizard. I like Cop and a Half. That movie was good, but again, I was 11. Matinee was a good movie.
Yeah.
And
The
have you ever seen
Borrowers.
Matinee?
I don't think so. The Borrowers is a spectacular like special effects kind of movie. It's kind of like because it's about like these like like little people, like people like kind of about the same
Oh, I've
size as
seen
like
this one.
the
Fuck.
figurines from like Night at the Museum or like like
Yeah.
way like kind of like the size of bugs, um and yeah, they're kind of doing like some sort of like they built like giant sets, that
Yeah.
look like, like that make like you look like a normal sized person like is actually like crawling around like a kitchen, like
Yeah.
they built like a big giant looking like fake fridge, and I think they like played with like perspective at certain parts too, kind of like how they do in the Lord of the Rings movies,
Mhm.
to make the actors like look like they're like much smaller or bigger than they actually are.
Yeah. Another thing I had in my notes. Hold on, let me actually pull them up because I was too busy looking at the fucking Borrowers, reminiscing about that shit movie. Um, since this is the 70s, I would love to see. Well, this can't happen now because Fernando's dead. But I would love to see a standoff comedy, like standoff between him and George Carlin. They keep saying how funny he is. Let's see him go against prime 1970s George Carlin.
All coked up.
I have like a George Carlin vinyl for like my record player from like let me see actually it's right next to me. Hold on.
Which one is it? Because I'm familiar with George Carlin.
It's called Occupation Foolie.
I I would maybe know it by like the bits that are in it, or like how it opens up.
Do you want me to read you some of the bits?
Yeah, sure.
Welcome to my job, Operation Foolie, White Harlem, The Hallway Groups, Black Consciousness, New York Voices, Grass Swept the Neighborhood, Childhood Cliches, Cute Little Farts, Raisin Rhetoric, and Filthy Words.
Oh, filthy words. That ain't like his like classic bit, is it?
I don't think so, because I remember
The one that
whenever,
invented the FTC.
yeah, um, I remember we were going through my basement and I saw this, and it was right after I got a vinyl record because we knew we had a bunch of those. And my mom said, "Oh, of course you're having this." Um, and oh, this was printed in 1973. Holy shit, this thing is old. Um, but like I remember seeing Filthy Words. Like I listened to the whole thing because, of course, it's Carlin. But I remember when I got to Filthy Words, I remember it might be like me misremembering. This was about like a year or two ago. I remember being like, "Oh, that's not the shit piss cock motherfucker suck tits. Yeah, that's not that one."
Shit, piss, fuck,
Um,
cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits.
fuck yeah.
I practice it. It's a good it's a good tongue twister.
Hold on. I'm gonna take a picture of the vinyl record for you, and you can tell me if it's familiar. I'll send it to you in a second. Um, maybe I'll even put it up on screen for the audience. It'll be one of the first visuals. But yeah, like
Oh my god.
I would love to see like Fernando be like, "Oh, you think you're a good comedian? Let's see you go against George Carlin." It's just like he fucking like he said the N word on this album. He was like doing a bit about how like black people don't like being called the N word, and he
Yeah.
just like says it, and it's like Jesus Christ. So
Yes, it was the 70s.
it would be fucking funny. See like this like 10-year-old Mexican kid get called like the B word straight to his fucking face, and just like the kid starts like tearing up because he doesn't know what to say because he's just used to imitating Fat Albert. It'd be like those like woke SJW fucking owned by Charlie Kirk with facts and logic.
I would rather be owned by TJ Kirk with facts and logic. Thank you very much. His estranged brother.
That's little Hispanic boy from the 70s owned by racial slurs. uh but yeah, I would love to I just thought that was like a funny bit whenever I was trying to come up with notes. It's just imagining like
Mhm.
George Carlin going against this kid. Uh let's see what else is in my notes. I really want to know what the fuck is up with that dude's pink hat. Like, just every time I watch Fat Albert or see it, I'm like, what the fuck is up with his hat? Like weird, like mushroom penis head looking hat. It's just so fucking weird.
That was the fashion of the time. He's supposed to be the fashionista of the group. He's kind of like the Daphne of the group.
So he's the lesbian of the group.
Daphne's only a lesbian in fan fiction.
I believe fan fiction's canon, dog.
Well, like the Scooby verse is very wide and vast. Um, and personally, I think it's funnier if like Daphne's straight and Velma like has like her first like gay crush on her, and it's like unrequited, and it's very heartbreaking. The drama of it.
You know those like stereotypes where it's like, oh man, you just need a man to break you from being a lesbian. Can you imagine if it was and I looked up the pink hat dude's name. His name is Dumb Donald. Do you think like Dumb Donald's the guy who makes Daphne straight?
Oh, I got them confused. I can't fucking. Oh, I thought you were talking about like the what? No, he wears an orange hat. The one who wears like he's like supposed to be like the one he wears like a pink he wears a pink vest. I thought he also wore a
No,
pink hat too. No, he wears an orange hat.
the green sweater and pink hat dude.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Very like distinct. Like
Yeah, I like the bit the movie did with him where when he's in the real world, he takes the hat off and he actually has a face. But then when he goes back to the cartoon world, they never drew him a face. So it's just a void and some eyes. And they're like, put his hat back on, put his hat back on.
hold on, I'm fixing my record collection real quick because it fell over. One thing I do want to say, looking at his name now, it's Dumb Donald. That just sounds like a 2016 like late night host like banter about Trump being like, huh, well, dumb
Maybe.
Donald Trump is more like dumb Donald.
And then they put up like some quick like 5-minute Photoshop job when their interns did, where they put like
Yeah.
a pink hat like that over like Donald Trump. And also like it's a little bit like earlier into the 2010s, so it was like okay to like also like darken his face a little bit.
Yeah. It's amazing you say that because I was looking at pictures of dumb Donald because I have ADHD, so like I need to look at stuff while I talk.
Really.
Um and you're literally as soon as you started saying that bit, this is what I saw. I'll even put up on screen, but like literal great fucking timing.
It's like pretty good. Like they really emphasize like the way like the hat looks like a mushroom. You
I
know.
know it
Yeah, he looks
reminds
like
me of
a
like. Oh, go ahead.
I wonder if Dumb Donald well actually no, like the original Dumb Donald design. No, like they purposely like did their best to avoid making it look like he has like a penis head. But with this like Donald Trump like art, where he's wearing the dumb Donald hat. Like, yeah, they made it look like a mushroom. They made it look like a cock.
I think Dumb Donald's head looks exactly like a cock. Like it looks like a weird circumcised cock. It's like a walking, talking, circumcised dick. I'm looking at more pictures. I see someone fucking photoshopped him as like a Naruto character or whatever. I think I don't know my animes really, but like it's
I've heard
fucking
that Fat
bad.
Albert's an anime. I think,
Oh yeah, probably because it's anime in Japan, right?
partially, in Korea, whatever.
Uh, what other notes did you have about the movie? Because that was all the notes I had.
Hmm. Uh, I don't know. I find the movie to be mostly unremarkable too. I like the animated segments of it though. Yeah, I remember like watching it as a kid and like in the animated segments the most.
Mhm.
Because like they actually like updated the animation of Fat Albert and make him bounce a little bit more and emote.
Yeah, it looks like I'm looking at like the movie's animation. It reminds me of that one show. I think Baby's Kids.
Oh yeah, they probably had like the same team, or at least like one of the same people.
Or okay, no, not Baby's Kids. It just recently got rebooted too. Proud Family, I think. Yeah, the animation really reminds me of the Proud Family.
Well, Proud Family and Baby's Kids, I thought were made by the same people,
Really? Huh. Let me look that up real quick.
and also the Boom Crew.
Uh, yeah, it's created by Bruce W. Smith, who also created the animated film Baby Kids. While not made by the same people in the sense of the entire crew, uh, so it's just made by the same guy, Bruce
Same
W. Smith.
auteur. Yeah, we know things. This is an education. This is an educational podcast.
This is what happens whenever two people who can't remember a day to record don't show up. So you get educational. You get educated by people who remember. Hint, hint.
Yeah. So, any final thoughts that you have on Fat Albert as a franchise or this episode? Anything else in your notes that we didn't discuss?
Um, this is kind of off the cuff. I just feel like Fat Albert, because I know it was like made for like like black positivity or just like it was groundbreaking for like black culture or whatever, right?
Yeah, integration because like white kids like watch this show a lot. Like both my white parents watch this show.
Yeah. So like maybe this is me looking at him through like a modern lens and viewpoint, but like maybe I just have to think like back then like how groundbreaking the show was because there really wasn't anything like this that like everyone liked, you know.
Besides Sesame Street, and also Sesame Street like was better at engaging all audiences and
Yeah.
also taking special interest in inner city kids that
Mhm.
have less educational opportunities, and also like rural kids too, I imagine, because they also don't have libraries out there. um
Yeah.
uh this is such a loaded thing for it's like a loaded gun, for them to cover,
Mhm.
in a Fat Albert episode, and try and simplify it for Fat Albert. I read a little like blurb in one of the wikis about how like an important thing with Bill Cosby with this episode was maintaining Fat Albert's pacifism, and like
Mhm.
I think this was like commentary from like the fan that was writing it. Had Fat Albert had a different attitude, this would have gone down completely different.
Mhm.
Like they keep on like, yeah, Fat Albert's a pacifist, but if he wasn't, oh boy, watch out.
You'd eat those bullets.
Yeah, like I wouldn't be intimidated by him if he suddenly decided to get violent, like It's like, does he know how to fight? Like, actually, like, does he have an older brother that beats the shit out of him? No.
He just gets like winded when he tries to throw the first punch. Like pants, like
I don't think he would. I don't think he would
oh,
put his full heart into it either.
yeah. Um, what I was trying to say real quick, was like, it's like maybe like I have to like understand like for the time this is groundbreaking or whatever, but like I really do feel like there's real like I guess no need for Fat Albert anymore because like when was the last time anyone gave a fuck about Fat Albert? Besides, like us right now talking about the episode because someone chose it who couldn't even show up today. Like, it's like I feel like a lot more better shows that were inspired by Fat Albert did what Fat Albert tried to do better. Um, like I'm kind of drawing a blank right now on like kid shows for like inner city kids and like made for like a black audience that like white kids love too.
Mm.
I'm trying to think about like shows like that came out like past Fat Albert, but like I know there are shows, just I can't think right now. Um,
Captain America. Wait, no, 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 Captain Planet.
yeah, yeah. Um, like what was that one popular show? Fillmore, I think.
I thought that was
The
just like a
one.
normal cartoon.
No,
It was
I
like,
could have sworn there was like one, but like a really like smart like black kid that was like really popular
yeah, that
and like
was. I think that was like Fillmore, but that was. I'm pretty sure that was just like a normal cartoon. Just like a normal like kind of like comedy adventure like cartoon. Like they're not like doing episodes about like serious issues for like the black community or anything.
I gotta remember the show. Like again, I'm drawing a blank right now. Guess ruins my whole point here. But I really do feel like
Rap City Street
besides
Kids.
I really do feel like besides Cosby's obvious like tarnation of the show, I really don't think we would ever see like a modern day Fat Albert show like rebooted or whatever. Because like as soon as it
Well, yeah,
does,
PBS. Yeah, PBS is dead.
oh yeah, good fucking point. Well, even then, I don't ever remember Fat Albert ever airing on a PBS when I was growing up.
Imagine like PragerU, Daily Wire, like cartoons, like trying to make their own sort of like Fat Albert kind of show, where they do like they are intending it for like a black audience and everything too. Maybe they even get like Bill Cosby to like work with them.
They get Candace Owens to do it.
Yeah, she becomes a writer. She's also like doing a voice on it, and she can't act, so it's terrible.
Fucking.
He does like crossovers with Mr. Birchman.
Mhm. Fucking. I was just thinking about Mr. Bertram the other day, funnily.
You always got Mr. Birchman on the mind.
Yeah, because I really did love Adam Carolla growing up, but he turned out to be a fucking douche. Fucking
All your heroes are
sucked.
cornballs.
Yeah, yeah, really, they really are. I end up having idol,
Yeah,
and it fucking sucks because it's like all
they're
these
not
people I look
perfect.
up to.
They're not perfect. Sometimes they're mean on Twitter.
Well, it's not that. It's like, oh, well, sometimes they end up raping someone or beating their wife, and it's like, God fucking damn it.
or being a crybaby, a cry bully.
Yeah. Fucking, I think I said this earlier about like how the Pennsylvania bee was like Bill Cosby when I was a kid
Mhm.
for like the alphabet book. And I really do wonder, what does the B stand for now? Like, it's probably like the Barnes and Nobles that closed down 2 years ago.
Uh, the famous bee from Pennsylvania.
Fucking, it stands for bastard because we're all bastard children. All of us Pennsylvania kids are bastards.
Yeah, like most Pennsylvania families have like at least like one like deadbeat dad or mom in their family.
Mhm.
Because my mom's side is from Philadelphia, and I know my grandmom like never knew her father. This is the 50s too. Like this is how hardcore it is. Like in the 50s, the good old days. Uh, my great grandfather left the family because that was his thing. He built some franchises. Like apparently he went and like made like some other families and left them too. Um, and then my mom left me. So like it's like equal opportunity. You know, this deadbeat moms and dads, you know.
Oh, don't worry. My dad left
And
me
then
when I
they
was young too.
yeah, and then but like the best ones are the ones that like try to come back, you know, or like come in and out of your life, like you know, to have some fun, take a drinking.
Mine couldn't do that because he got murdered when I was 5.
Well, I'm sure he deserved it.
Oh yeah, he was walking down an alley, coming home from like a strip club, and like some like crackhead like beat him, like a
Well,
bat.
that's what he gets to for going to a strip club. That's cringe. Sitting around getting boners with a bunch of guys.
Let me rephrase that. In San Diego, because he abandoned me and my ma. He was like, "Fuck you guys, I'm going to San Diego, go do acid," and then
Hell yeah,
died.
find yourself.
Yeah, find yourself like when you're nearly 30 and like you have a kid.
Yeah,
That's the best time. Find yourself.
yeah, that's the ideal time. Yeah, because it's like you have a kid now, and you're like, I don't want to fucking take care of this kid. And like, I need to go find myself.
Yeah, we love to trauma dump here on the ZT podcast.
Yeah, well, our trauma is funny.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of funny that like my dad died after coming home from a strip club. You think he was like being like, "Oh man, I gotta get a real good mental image of that stripper's saggy tit. I gotta think," and then just like bam with like a baseball bat straight to the back.
Man, 2005 was crazy.
2008.
2008. I blame the recession. Listen to the Black Eyed Peas at the strip club. They were probably playing the Black Eyed Peas at the strip club. They were probably playing some of that boom boom pow.
Oh my god, I don't think this song was released by then, but imagine if that like tonight's gonna be a good night was the last song my dad fucking heard before he
I know.
died.
Yeah, that one is like a Black Eyed Peas song. Yeah, it's one of their kind of good ones. Yeah.
Just like imagine my dad is like walking home down that alleyway, just whistling. I got a feeling tonight's gonna be a good night, and then just like bam, baseball bat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad my grandmother will never, ever see this because if she heard me talking this way about her son, oh my god, oh Jesus, I just realized how
Yeah,
fucked up it
she'll
is.
be like, "That's why he left you."
Well, you know what, Alex? You deserved it. It's your fault your dad wanted to do acid instead of take care of you. It's your
Yeah,
fault.
you're a little shit child.
You wanted to spend time with your dad. How fucking dare you?
I don't even spend time with him.
uh, you think we should wrap this up before we trauma dump more?
Yeah, we're writing our own Fat Albert episodes here. Fat Albert, made by a guy from Philly. um,
uh,
but yeah. So what's our spiel? We have a Patreon. Yeah. Everybody who's listened to this is probably already paying for it. If you aren't paying for it and you feel the urge to give us like $2 or $5 from this entertaining content, this enthralling content, this educational content. Um, yeah. What's the URL? Do you have it?
no, I don't actually. Fuck. Patreon Zoomer Tombstone podcast, I think. Fuck. I wish I had these things before. Oh god. Yeah. I can't find it. Sorry, guys. Just it'll be in the description or whatever. Just fucking click and
Yeah,
give
wherever you're
me
listening to
money.
this, wherever you're getting your podcast from.
Fucking, I'm part of this gig now. So I need money because I'm dirt broke. So give me money. Specifically, me the money.
Yeah, he deserves it more than the rest of us.
I'll suck it straight through a fucking garden hose. I will. No regrets.
Just straight through the garden hose like a Gen Xer, drinking water, watching Fat Albert.
Yeah. See, we always find ways to like loop it back to the topic. But thank you guys for listening. Again, sorry Ivan and Lem couldn't be here today.
Thank you for enduring.
Thank you. Bye-bye.